Hello YouTube, Beanie from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. One take Beanie. So, I'm going to show my 3 favorite single cut LP style guitars that are not a USA Gibson, but just as good. So let's start it off, and then I'll get into details and sorted stuff. You're gonna go halfway in the volume and then turn it up because you get 2 different tones out of this here fine specimen. So I restrung this with 9 to 46 pure nickel wound. Cleaned and polished and oiled the fingerboard with 2 coats of oil, of staining oil. It's still a little drippy, so it's got to dry a little bit better. All of these, all 3 have been restrung, 9 to Mom wasn't working. That, right? I just don't want to make it that long of a video. Right. Let's turn it up a notch, right? Something with a Floyd, right, Charles? Speaking to my dog. Here we go. Being choked again by the last note, right? Second to last note. So yeah, I still get a lot of hate from the people that just fill their day shitting on other people with their comments. But you know, plenty of professional musicians, and there are a couple with their own videos that say that they just play for fun, and if they hit a wrong note, they hit a wrong note, you know. But I get crucified for it. Being this was the last one I grabbed, and I'll tell you why. You know why? Because it's got a whammy bar, a tremolo, a shifter, a wiggle stick. And if I started with this first, then I would be grabbing for a bar that's not there on the other two. So in no particular order, you know, it's top three, so I'm not going to rank them 1, 2, or 3. It's just the top 3. I love them equally, just like our children, right? So this Agile I've had on a couple of times. Real deal Grover tune is on here. It is a Agile AL-3100MCC with real mother of pearl inlays on an ebony fingerboard. 22 nickel polished frets with a tiger maple cherry cap, not a veneer. Floyd Rose Special. You've got your Alinco Agile hand-wired pickups, and your coil splitting for both, which, let's face it, it just kills the tone. The only thing that really works on any guitar is if you put a phaser, if they reverse the polarities and give you that, you know, Greeny Moore kind of tone. The splitting is pointless. And even maybe the phaser with a boost. You know, I do have a boost with my 1957 and 1957 plus USA Gibson pickups and my Les Paul Epiphone. And that's kind of fun because it gives you that, what I'm using here, to give me that extra sustain and feedback through that. But you gotta have a 9-volt battery in the guitar along with it. So yeah, this is one of my top 3. I grab them all, but I had a top 3, and oddly enough, they're all pretty much cherry red. So that's bizarre. I just noticed that now. Okay, so that's that one. My other one is my Epiphone. So this is my Les Paul Standard Epiphone. I believe it was a 2005 via Cal B's due diligence and letting me know what the year and models are. So this one here I gravitated towards right away as soon as I got it. And this one has, looks like acrylic plastic trapezoid inlays on a rosewood, nice rosewood fingerboard. 22 nickel polished frets. Again, no issues on any of these with sharp ends, sprouting, whatever you may encounter with other guitars. Just a fine instrument. Real deal Grover tuners in the back. Solid mahogany body, set neck, and this has a tiger maple veneer top on it. Beautiful binding all the way around, and they all do. The Agile has pinstriping around it. And This has your, I believe it was your ProBucker. Yeah, I think they're ProBucker pickups in here, which sound amazing. No splitting. I had to check. I always have to check. I just replaced the knobs, put the red knobs on there just to match. And yeah, this is just, I don't know what it is. It's something about the guitar. Again, it's like a, this is what they were, I think it was a flame burst, a fire burst. I don't remember exactly on the posting, but yeah, this thing here, I just grab it, and you know, you got a handful of guitars that just have a certain something, a mojo or something about it that you enjoy playing it more so than the others, and it just, you get more out of it. You come up with more things. It taps into the creative side of your playing. So that one there, and last but not least, the video I did on this one, I traded an amp for this one. All of these are used from Guitar Center, and I found them, I find mostly all of my stuff on Guitar Center's used gear page. Just type in exactly what you're looking for and stuff comes up. And then I just save it. Like I'll save all Paul Reed Smith SEs. I'll save all Epiphones, standards, Epiphone standards, 1960, you know, kind of thing. Elites, studios, traditionals, you know, I just load them all up. Agile kind of thing. So yeah, this one here, I traded an amp for it because I just wanted to get rid of the amp, and I figured it plays good in the store. If I don't like it, you know, give it a 2 weeks spaghetti test and I'll just go back. But as soon as I brought it home, I was playing it that whole day. I came in here like 2-3 times and I kept on grabbing it. Then the next day I came in and I just kept on playing it and playing it and playing it. And then I was like, you know what? The weekend came up, the Memorial Day weekend. So I actually took the roached, rotted, rusted to all heck strings off of here because it's not good for the frets. And I put 946 pure nickel wound on here. I cleaned and polished the fingerboard as I did with the other ones, just as well. And this was just from yesterday, so I could, it's okay, but it's not 100% dry because I put like 2 coats of my my Old English staining oil on it after I polished it up with some 000 grit stainless steel. So I kind of feel it's just a little bit, still a little bit more grabby on your fingertips. But this one here is from what, again, from Cal B, thanks to him, 2022 Paul Reed Smith SE. And this one has Paul Reed Smith tuners on it. 3-piece mahogany set neck, 3-piece into a 3-piece mahogany body, which really just shimmers in the light. This one and the Agile both have shielded covers and shielded cavities. The Epiphone does not have a shielded cavity, nor does it have shielded covers. Side jack like all the other ones. This has open face zebra pickups that are so hot I had to lower the bridge, and I even keep the tone down to like 5, yeah, on here, because that's how much bite it has. I just want it thick and warm. I don't want it too bright, too metally sounding, if you know what I'm saying. And this one here has a stop tail wraparound 1-piece tailpiece with the bridge and saddles inside of it that you can adjust. And Again, this one has a flame maple cherry burst, two-piece cherry burst top on here, from what I recall, not a cap. And you could tell, but you could see the wood, how thick the wood is going around it, and there's the wood binding going all the way around it. Great little belly cut. The Agile have a belly cut? No. So nice rounded heel, super easy to get. This probably has to be, out of all my guitars, the easiest guitar, other than my Agile that's got the set neck with that, you know, it's got that nice curve. To get down to, you know, I had played off the pickup on my very first video with this here. And yeah, just you know, these are my favorite this week. You know, Les Paul style guitars that are not a Gibson USA. I've got two Gibson USAs over there, which, don't get me wrong, I love them. One's a traditional 1960, the other one is a I forget what it was, something light. So yeah, I love them, and I still love my bluish green, whatever it is, with the 57 USA pickups in it, with all the electronics. But these are the three that I go to. Is it because they're all, I love this cherry. My very first electric guitar was a cherry burst like these three. And maybe that's what's in my head. Maybe the nostalgic reason I grabbed these. And I like looking down on them, you know, as I'm playing it. And maybe that's it, that I like them that much. I love to see wood grain on the guitar. I don't like it painted white or black. I like to see some, and I don't like the tobacco ones, the charcoal ones that you could see the wood grain, but they're still black. I don't like a white or a black guitar, and I've had them. I like something that's that you could see through, that's not white or not black, transparent, no matter what it is. So yeah, and this thing has no coil splitting as well. The Agile is the only one that does, but I never use it. And this one has a Graph Tech nut. I did actually wind the strings with that luthier's knot. So the other guy that had this, he put like the whole string. It's like he was running out of string. And I think he just, you know, I didn't think he measured it out and trimmed it. But, you know, I don't have a massive amount of guitar string on the tuners. So I've been getting that, learning that. It's still hard to do for me, but I'm getting to, you know, a little bit better with it. And I'm not wrapping the string, because I used to do the same thing. So this has a curved maple top, just like the others. What I was using is, I was going through my Demon FX Andy Timmons. I was using the boost, which breaks up the sound of the guitar, the amp I should say. And then from there I was running it through a new pedal, a vintage distortion. It's like a clone of a Rat pedal. Looks like DDIAMO. It's, like I said, a clone of the vintage Rat pedal, but it's got a three-way toggle, so you have normal, turbo, and then solo. I have it in the middle, and I have just to gain up just enough to give it sound, because if you turn it all the way down, you have no volume coming out of it. And I had the filter turned all the way up, and I only learned that from Nuno Betancourt, because that's how he runs all of his amps, with the Rat pedal in front of it with the filter all the way up. And I see why, because, and he too uses the DSL or the 1000s, Marshalls, whatever it is. I had a couple of them. I think these heads are the best. Very similar to this one. And what that does is that gives you more sustain and feedback. So with it on, I could hit a note, you know, and I could just have, it'll just it'll ring on. And then if I just, sometimes I don't even have to, but turn towards the amp or just wait, hold it long enough, it creates this feedback, you know, sustained feedback that unless you had the amp cranked on 10 playing live, or you had that, I remember a Boss pedal I had called a Sustainiac or something like that, where you could hit it and hold down on the pedal and it just keeps on going. Like you could, as long as you step on it, it'll go until the battery's dead. This does that at a low volume, so I really dig it. And that's all I was running with my slapback. And yeah, I do apologize. I deleted a couple of banks out of my loop pedal to download different backing tracks, and I just simply forgot. So this one was on when I turned it on. It's like my Larry Carlton, Gary Moore-ish kind of backing, so I just went with it. Plus, I think I'm just going to stick with the same old boring things that I'm more comfortable with and familiar with. Because if I play out of key or hit a wrong note, I've been deleting a lot of it because Two Bike Mike suggested it a while ago, and I was still fighting back. And I just learned just to delete it, just to, you know, mute them from the channel and not let them hear it or see any of my videos, and get rid of their comments. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I say it 1,000 times. I'm just having fun with it. So yeah, these are my top 3. Stay tuned, because I do have a Mark Tremonti signature guitar on its way, and that has a, well, I'll wait. I'll do my dun 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 dun, you know, beginning to it when it arrives. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day and a better tomorrow.